Thomas, your star player, of course. Rom, he's going to be calling now. Who else did they just add there top of the list? Who was it? Fry. Oh, actually, yeah. I mean, forget that. Fry want to be a star player now for tonight's game. Fry 1, Thomas, sick entry, second best player in this lineup for currently. Rom is going to be IGL, probably, well, definitely has a lot more experience than Hulum. Calling is probably going to be more effective, but then again, he hasn't been in the roster enough, but he was the coach. And then, of course, Cray, notoriously strong aim, strong, well, just all-round game, essentially. One of his issues is, do you know what? I couldn't even think of an issue. It's not like a jack of all trades, mediocre at all of them, or good at all of them, if you see what I mean. And then final player on the roster would be Cinder. Yeah, I mean, again, very heavy firepower on this roster. And hopefully Rom should see them to some good success.
So we have just had the vetoes come through as well. On the map they are going to be playing on is Mirage. It's a very classic Reason map, to be honest with you. No surprises there when you think about it. And we're going to be diving straight in with the action. We
are indeed. So Astro, once again, we're going to be picking up the smoke and kit. Always the utility player for the CT side, it does seem. And then for Reason Gaming, Rom, of course, going to be buying the P250, I believe, and Flashbang. So where are they going to be going here? It's looking like an eventual burst towards CeX side.
Charging their way straight out. They do get the early contact on towards Link. He just has to fall back those nods. The smokes have gone down towards Connector as well. They have got complete control of the bomb site, but they're actually pushing quite deep.
They are indeed. So the 5 versus 5, they're key onto the CT side, so it's definitely still winnable here in the scenarios. They're going for a very heavy rotate through CT right now. This is crazy.
5-man retake as they flood their way back through CT. This is unparalleled and actually finding the opening kills. Link and Cray does a bit of damage. It's also going to be Astro coming in, but there's only 2 members of the Reason side left. Rom, he's playing up close and personal, has the backup of Cinder, but all they give themselves up for free. Cinder finds one headshot, but Dancy trades it back. They pull off the retake. Very unorthodox.
Yeah, I mean, using that scenario, that's such an awful play to make go 5 through CT, okay? Imagine if that bomb was planted from middle, was planted front of triple, you had Rom towards Connector, the last player there alive towards jungle or ramp or Tetris or somewhere, or even Palace, where they originally came from. That play shouldn't work, but the bomb is planted for CT. So if you have control of CT, you pretty much won the round, you full force it, 5-man through that area. Don't allow the T's to abuse their plant, and that's going to be the success for them. 5 players now through Palace from Reason Gaming side, just trying to burst the site and catch them off guard.
Molotov is down, and Link's just waiting, hungry to try and find them as they easily push their way themselves into this meat grinder. Hemzik as well, going to connect that headshot back on towards Cray. It's just Cinder and Fry left right now. Not too much of an investment into the round, obviously. So they're just trying to hope to find an exit, potentially anything to give Reason a bit more of a fighting chance, but Link's just waiting for them snuds.
Yeah, obviously, Reason Gaming getting the bomb down in the first round means they are going to be fully going to this one, and then heading into round number 3, they are going to be having the AK buy following suit.
Push does come out for Link. He extends in, they're both there, but they couldn't even try and get a trade-off. Nothing of the sort. Just trying to stay alive in the meantime. Fry's fairly low. You can see the CTs getting a little bit impatient as they actually are going to push their way straight through. Link will claim the first frag back on towards Fry. Cinder's miles out of position. Is up close personal with the CZ. Was chance he might have been able to find something, but Hemzik takes him down.
So, 5 staying alive right now for the CT side. Are they going to bring forward the MP9 onto LS, or is he going to be buying up something else? Does buy some utility, brings it down to below 3,100, so it's looking like he will carry forward the SMG. It's going to be 2 and 4s. UMP onto Link, Hemsky there with the MP7, so very strange buy, not something you see too commonly. Anyway, nevertheless, it's going to be the 5 AK buy right now for the T side, Reason Gaming. Let's see how they're going to play this one. Are they going to play brute force, take advantage of the fact they have the superior firepower here with the lack of the op on the CT side? Anyway, aggression towards middle, and it seems like Rom has made the call to take control of middle, and eventually from there, see where they're going to go.
Yeah, try and take that slow approach towards mid early. They do realise the location of Hemzik obviously only had that MP7 in hand, so we can't essentially reface at all. We just had to fall back and give that map control away. Cinder still just holding for the lurk. Did spot them both out, but they didn't even need to try and trade. They just found the raw frag. Astro takes him down. Dances in the elevated angle as well, so this could be naughty as he gets away with 1 kill on towards Thomas and backs off and plays around the smoke. This is so smart. If they push through and don't clear this, he can find so many easy frags.
Bomb back towards Tommen as well. Closer towards that T-spawn side. 3 versus 5 now. AK collected by Link, so no more of that UMP in his arsenal. It's going to be the 3 versus 5 now. Reason gave the 2-man disadvantage. They slowly scaper across the map. Crane trying to find an entry now towards Shore and Jungle, but I don't think anyone on the CX side is going to give away the bait here, or take the bait, sorry, and give away the advantage they've slowly but surely managed to gain. 45 seconds have left on the clock right now. Utility is fairly scarce as well on the T side. Rom is going to be walking through ramps. So the idea here is to walk out apps, ramps even, have Craig go through jungle, and try to get a split here through A. Try and win the duels and open up the site.
Just waiting for this push to come through right now. T's still fairly divided. They can try and go for the split push together. They have a small amount of utility, just 2 flashbangs and the 1 HE on Cray. And they need to clear these angles as well. Link is going to be so annoying, such a nuisance into the round if he spots them out first. Rom gets a bit loud as well, gives away his position. Link just peeks out, and he gets both of the frags, takes them down. Craig will retaliate as he finds that one headshot, but right now it's just a matter of time before he falls. Luckily, he goes down before after time, so he doesn't lose out too much. But still, Reason let another round slip away. There's going to be 3 rounds now on the board for CEX.
Do you know what? On paper, this CX lineup, just have a think here, Jack, right? Hemsky, Link, Astro, Dances, and LS, and now Rezu coaching as well. Do you reckon this could be potentially online at least, right? Maybe the most skilled lineup in the UK? In terms of just pure online, pure skill, not including, you know, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like players like Pulse and Weber, of course, very highly skilled players, but just pure raw aim on Link alone.
I think potentially.
Top 2, I reckon top 2.
I don't know if it's tapped potential yet. I think there's still a lot to go on. Obviously, they do have the skill, but I don't know if it's being utilized.
Yeah.
It's a matter of wait and see how they develop as players.
Yeah, I guess it's all down to Rezu. Well, not all down to Rezu, of course, but like, how can he also impact these players? Nevertheless, they're once again a 5 versus 3. 1 minute 17 on the clock. Bomb back towards back boxes. And it's looking like another very clean round here for CEX. So many rounds on the trot now where they've won. The round's been clean. I believe they've only lost, what, 2 or 3 players so far across the whole of this game. So money for them should be fairly affluent.
Reason, though, the 3 members they have left, the 3 Musketeers, they are going to peek out. They find their first frag into the round, but it's an easy trade back for Astro as he takes down Thomas. And they only have Cinder and Cray remaining. Cray going to be wielding the Deagle. He normally is very proficient with the weapon, but he just peeks straight out and gets obliterated by Dancy. So it's all on Cinder now in a 1v4. Matter of time before he goes down. That is going to be the 4th round picked up by CEX, you'd imagine at this point. CEX, a pretty good start so far in their CT half.
4 players staying alive once again for the side of CX. Was versus the Folic, of course. It's going to be the buy now coming from Reason. They went for the quasi buy in the previous one. And yeah, money on the CT side right now, 6,000 really across the board when you add everything up. So aggregately, they're doing just fine. They can put it up for another round after this one in case Reason Gaming do claim round number 5. But let's see. Obviously, getting the bomb down in round number 1 means they did have the buy in round number 3. So this is why we are seeing a round number 5 buy instead of round number 6. Let's see. Once again, no AWP for the T side. Question is, though, you've got your star riflers, Thomas, Fry1, entry fraggers. Where can they find openings across the map on this side? Anyway, Dancy's found the first and opens it up. It's a 1-man advantage already for CX.
Dancy's getting that kill is going to be quite good for them as they can now back off, reposition, play close angles rather than extending too far out. They have no reason to give anything extra away to the side of Reason. Reason obviously quite panicked as well off the back of this. Slowly trying to take that map control, but no real harsh decision making yet.
Here comes the split though. Eventually through connector. Player there towards Palace. Just hoping they can find an entry. Actually makes the running steps as if he's leaving Palace, trying to fake a play towards maybe B short split. That's why they smoked off connector as well. They're trying to force a poor play here from CX on the CT side, but they're not budging just yet.
Cinder, he's going to spot out the location of Link, just trying to get a couple of pot shots off towards Sandwich. We can't quite do too much. They're also expunging a lot of utility as well to keep them at bay. There's a reason realizing the time is starting to tick away. They only have 48 seconds left to play, but at this point they need to try and push in, use that utility, burst their way into the site and find these openings. Hemzik will trade back on towards Rom. It's a 3 versus 4 here. Crate into a good position, but LS spots him out. And Astro's still just waiting. He's going to be such a pinnacle player into this round as well. As soon as they push out, he should be able to do damage. LS will fall, though, off the back of Cinder. He's still just holding towards Palace. They have the bomb in their possession, and Fry has to make a play shortly as they are taking control of that site. The flashbang goes over to allow him safe entry. Cinder will find another frag. Cinder is doing all of the groundwork right now, but Astro has still not been located. He can just wait for the right zone to peek out, but Cinder finds another headshot. The 4K for Cinder is around. Cinder picks up the ace as he finds a headshot back on towards Hemzik.
Individually, all of the CT players peeking one by one to Cinder's crosshair as he finds all 5. It's going to be round number 6 now. Reason Gaming pick up their first rifle round. Eventually, but they do have 1 on the board. Issue here is, yes, 2 players stayed alive. Bomb was not planted, Jack. Will their money be reset? It's going to be the double upset right now from the CT side. Hemsky and Dancy's, of course. Hemsky being the previous primary AWP for the CEX side, and before that, Astro. So the AWP been jogging around a little bit, but hopefully now the addition of Dancy's, their team and their roster should feel fairly more, well, a lot more fluid. It's going to be 1 minute 40 on the clock. Once again, bomb towards middle, so it's going to be the 1-3-1 play on the T side. Just trying to see if they can find an entry towards any portion of this map right now and see where's weak and where the CTs are pushing and where they're going to be playing rather passive. Dancy's taking his AWP from short back towards B-Apps, holding the line for an aggressive push.
Aggressive push.
Yeah. Oh dear. So, Galil now on to Rom, obviously being the Argentine captain, going to take the sacrifice there in terms of firepower and buy up all the utility he needs.
LS Going to go for a bit of an aggressive push right now as he gets into location, ready for him to try and push towards him. Does hunker down for the meantime, though. The smoke goes in as well to try and keep them at bay. Probably the most aggressive I've actually seen CeX into this round.
Yeah, it is indeed. Thomas now getting aggressive towards Connect, trying to find the first frag here towards Link at default. But still, 50 seconds left on the clock. The bomb's still towards T-Spawn, and no one's died just yet on either side. Bomb, though, and the remaining T players slowly shifting through the ranks from T-Spawn back towards A. Hemsky, big player in the previous round, even though they did lose it, to get the multiple kills with the AWP. Can he do it again?
Smokes are going to go over. Land towards site, blocking off CT, so Hemsik forced to try and retaliate with that Molotov early. Purges himself back up though, he has the confidence to get into that elevated angle and run the risk. He's so open, but Thomas takes the map control as they swarm their way through, trying to overwhelm the CT's hunker down towards the bomb site. Link actually does get overwhelmed, flanked by Thomas, so he will fall. It's a 3 versus 5 retake that's going to have to occur here as Rom has been able to plant the bomb. Astro, there's a little bit of damage with his M4, but he's so close, and the smoke's dissipated as well. He can peek when he wants to, but they're trying to keep him forced back with these flashbangs.
Low HP as well onto Rom and Fry 1. See what they can do. They have the man advantage, but the HPs aren't there to really hold this site. Once again, a triple push through CT. No one peeking from Connector or Jungle from the CT side could really spell the end for them.
Oh, Cinder comes in with another beautiful shot, but he will be traded back. Fry as well finds the headshot he needed to claim into the round. Astro, he's already got a free K, but he needs to do so much more.
Way.
Struggling right now as he flips between weapons. Realizes it's a little bit too late as he does back off. Wants to grab the AWP. He's gone for about 4 different guns into the round, but he will get away.
He will indeed. So, 2 rounds now on the trot here for Reason Gaming. Big as well for their economy. And it's weird calling them Reason. So I'm so used to calling, you know, Hoodlum or Cinder when you're talking about a team like Reason. It does seem strange seeing some new faces on these rosters, especially no Rezu and CeX.
Yeah, I think that's the bigger sort of shake-up really when you think about it, because Rezu, he's been in every lineup that CeX have ever fielded, obviously, since they decided to pick up a team yonks ago.
Yep. So, once again, Astro here saves the AWP. It's going to be the full eco across the board for the remainder of the CT players. Maybe even able to bar up and shoot round number 7. It was round number 8, sorry. But anyway, Astro finds the first. But the AK from Fryer 1 is in a position now where any of these CT players can retrieve it, so it is still just a 1 AWP in Astro's hands.
Still could be an effective piece if they use it correctly into the round. Obviously, they are able to just reposition, but it does rely so heavily on Astro actually finding those opening picks across the map. Rom actually trying to go for a bit of an information play towards window here as well. Cinder will find another frag as per usual as he takes down Link, as they do fall into a 4 versus 4, but it seems it is going to be an A hit. Yep.
They went for the risky stack towards B. Instead, though, Dancy's peeking up. Actually, Astro finds a second hit, so it is the 4 versus 3. The other man advantage was still 3 pistols, 1 AWP versus the 3 AKs, and it seems like, yeah, Dancy's to give up all the real estate towards CT. The bomb can be planted now. They can plant open for ramp, or just CT, which they're going to be doing. Planting for default, now they have control of CT. Versus the unarmed pistol should be very easy affair here for Reason to close out 3.
Cinder peeks out, but takes a tag, so he doesn't want to try and overextend and run the risk too much. LS will fall as well. If they lose too many CTs at this point, you've got to imagine Astro's just going to go for the complete save. But he is still there. He's trying to take the fight towards him. He's going to lose that AWP, and he goes down as Cray will hit him with the spam. But they're left in a 1 versus 1. This round's got very close. Really shouldn't be this close as Cray. Tack down 33 HP. Hemsik, if he would have had a second more to play with, could have potentially found that kill and the round, but does have to retreat. Reason getting close to tying it up. They're nipping at the heels of CeX, but it is going to be a 4-3. Cray has to back off to try and stay alive and hold on to that AWP as well, though.
Yeah, the Molotov there was insurance policy. Obviously, the call there is he's not going to have a kit. The Alpha Eco, the Molotov comes through, makes the bomb timer sound go off, and of course, that means 10 seconds left, so no time for them to defuse. It's going to be round number 8 now, 4-3 with the scoreline, and the buy will come up for the CT side. Let's see what it's going to be. Probably going to be the single up setup, and it is onto Dancy's this time. Bamas 4 LS, UMP onto Link, and the kits across the board as well for the CT side. Strong utility as well, so they are going to be just fine in terms of utility, and of course having the kits. Aggression here from Dancy has a good spawn here towards Palace, but already Rom fights the first.
Look at this towards ramp as well from Link. Very confident as he plays close towards the smoke, wants to try and find the frags as they push out. He's just listening out for the meantime. Thomas will take the first hit, and he actually goes down, doesn't even find the entry kill. Link able to get 2 frags as well, then switch out to the AK-47 just as Cinder will be able to overwhelm him. They're back into a 3 versus 3 though, as they are slowly making their ascent towards the bomb site.
Here it comes. Astro towards Connector, holding for the cross, back towards Triple. Slowly shifting his way, but instead won't be pushing out through Connector, going to play it safe and just let them plant the bomb and play the retake following that.
Rum donning the AWP into this round, hoping to try and find those frags. Look how low LS gets, but he will be able to cross safely. Left with just 20 HP. Astro went for the right moment to peek as well as he's close towards connector. Cinder is going to go for that bomb plant. Will he force any faces? He will, but Rum gets dinked, but still finds the kill. Dances has the weapon he's so known for, but he can't get any openers here. He's not allowed to peek into him. There's too many effective power play angles being utilized by Reason. Probably realizes this is the case and will now force to fall back. It's going to be 4-4 off the back of this round from Reason. Yep,
and 4 on the trot as well for Reason Gaming. 0-4 down, they lose the first bar and they lose the pistol. They lose also all of their force bars and ecos they managed to conjure up. It's going to be 4-4 now as the scoreline is tied. So CeX only picking up 1 buy around here, and Reason Gaming picking up 4. So imagine if Reason taking the pistol here. This could easily be a 7-1 scoreline right now. And once again, the money is going to reset somehow, some way. Dances misses that shot. So remember, this is, of course, the first game Dances played for CeX. So maybe some added pressure there.
Yeah, possibly. A little bit of a panic coming out. This was beautiful, though, from Link, obviously, towards the beginning of the round. Sure, you can imagine him getting that first kill, right? But you expect the trade to come back through. The fact they looked so confused there, and he was able to scavenge AK as well, could have definitely even got more.
It wasn't as if it was like, you know, sick headshots or fadeaway headshots. He just literally sprayed one, sprayed the second. They were just at a loss in a gaze. Anyway, it's going to be round number 9 now. It's going to be the full eco coming out from CeX. They are going to be buy up into the next one. They're going to be fully eco in this one, so they're going to have money into round number 10. Cinder again aggressive now towards Palace. We'll spot the first headshot there. It's going to be a nice flick, though, on to Astro. 1-man advantage right now.
That's beautifully done. Thomas and Cray actually start to step up as well. You do favour them into this round. Expect them to do an awful amount of damage with their advanced weaponry. The arsenal of CeX is lacking, and it's only LS remaining. He has a deagle. Definitely can pack a punch with a weapon if he gets himself into a good position, but it seems unlikely right now. We'll tiptoe back over. Rom just going to be hunkering himself down as per usual. Everyone locked and loaded, ready for this push to come towards them. LS just with a deagle. He can run the risk because he's not invested too heavily into the round, but if he peeks out, should be swatted by Rom fairly swiftly. Rom actually does miss the opening shot. He lands a tag. There's too many angles in play by Reason. You see, he has to clear everything as he crossed, and Cray will find him.
So, is Rom the new AWPer for this lineup?
Well, that wouldn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying.
Rom should just be calling. Thomas still is primary AWP.
There's no Kamapang who wields it.
But then obviously Thomas would just on that role.
Yeah, but maybe for CT side right now, Rom is AWPing on the team. It's working, so fair enough.
I mean, we did see him contact AWP a little bit before, obviously with when did we used to see?
Radix.
Yeah, with Radix, and then we've seen it quite a lot with Rom actually in the past. It's just, I suppose when you look at that roster, you expect to see possibly either Thomas or Fry donning the weapon right now. Thomas will actually get the opener with a rifle, though. Obviously incredibly proficient with a weapon. Oh, Link again towards ramp, just finding these beautiful double kills. That time, it was incredibly sexy, though.
3 versus 4 now. Thanks to Link, a 2-man advantage. Well, 1-man advantage right off the CT side. It's going to be the AWP still to play on 2 of those players. Dances and Hemsky, one of those weapons, and the AWP onto Rom on the T side. Cray, though, towards connector. He's going to know that there's a player close. Obviously, Link finding 2 headshots there through the smoke. So there's one player close, and Hemsky spots out the player towards Pallet as well. But oh, it's a nice shot there from Cray.
Cray baiting him in right now as he finds that frag and keeps it moving straight through, obviously. Link, he's in position. Does actually get forced out by the nades, though, and he has to charge towards Cray's crosshairs. They trade it back. LS does a bit of damage, but he only just realizes that he didn't actually find that frag just yet. So Rom, left on 7 HP, but he doesn't have to face. He can just stay alive. LS still finding tags, but can't convert them into actual frags. Dances, last man left standing. Once again, missing that shot ever so slightly. Cray baited him out, goes for the bomb plant. And this round is looking incredibly sour. Dance's essentially the only thing on his mind right now is save, just find somewhere to hold on to this weapon and actually get through the round with it.
That's a crucial miss as well. If he finds that kill, he can scope the bomb. There wasn't that long left on the clock as well. Rom's low HP. And obviously you would have the 1 versus Fry, and that's not really a play you want to be playing a 1 versus 1 versus. But nevertheless, it's going to be 6 on the trot for a reason as they win another buy round, so that's going to put them to 6, and it's going to be another probably eco coming from CeX. So we're looking at maybe a 7-4 scoreline after Reason Gaming consumed their pistol. Jack, this could be Reason Gaming going to 5-0, especially now premiering their new lineup. Haven't seen it play just yet, but so far, so good. Obviously, you are playing with Fry 1. How often do you get to play with someone of that caliber?
I thought you just said Freiburg for a second there.
No.
They are playing with Freiburg.
Of course.
Well done, Freiburg.
Well done, Freiburg.
He's only got 2 kills though, so not the best showing yet from Fry, but obviously he hasn't really needed to do too much. In terms of entries, it's kind of been Cinder doing all the damage. I mean, single-handedly, the first round they pick up is off the back of Cinder getting an ace.
Oh yeah, the ace was mental. I mean, that could have easily been 5-0, Money's reset again, Eco 6-0, and, you know, who knows? This could be 6-4 in favor of CeX right now. Yeah,
it's true. So a massive role reversal early. Looking good so far for Reason. The only factor in my mind is quite scary. Their CT halves in recent memory have been a little bit lackluster, but obviously that is a different lineup. Yeah. Maybe with Rom, there's a bit more structure there. He might have had something that he knows how to improve with. This is the thing as well. He's had that sort of third-person perspective, the bird's eye view of Reason for a little bit of time now, as he has been coaching. So maybe he's sort of seen where a few of the cracks lie, and he's got down his arms and knees. He's got out his pavement tool. And he's getting the cement all over the cracks.
Cement mixer.
Yeah, he's really got the cement in there, and there's no cracks left. They're all gone.
I don't think that's how you... maybe it is how you repair cracks in a road. Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Don't know.
I'm not a pothole fixer. I'm not a pothole connoisseur. So what would I know?
No, indeed, mate. You're not indeed.
What would I know?
Yeah, what would you know? I'm joking. It's gonna be 6-4, round number 11 now, and yeah. I mean, you spoke about the bad CT sides. Usually that's on like maps like God, I had a map in my head now. It's just slipped my mind. What do I know about pothole filling? Yeah, I can't even fill this gap. What's the map that was on my mind? Inferno, Overpass, and there's one more.
Lizards.
Anyway, forget about the Reptilian Overlords. It's going to be round number 11 now, 6-4 being the score. I'm Reason Gaming going to be playing versus the quality buy from CeX, Kevlar onto a few players, well, 4 players right now on the CT side. So they can juggle and throw around this AWP onto Dancy, so in case he finds one or gets traded out, maybe someone can retrieve it and still cause havoc.
Raising hell, like Hellraiser.
This is...
No, not the team.
Oh.
Hellraiser, the person from the movie.
What movie?
Hellraiser.
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, yeah. Guess that'll be a hell case.
Yep. Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Yeah, would be.
Would be. Rom, though, makes his play towards B. He's in apartments. He's just looking around. He's not sure if he wants to purchase it. Not sure if he's just going to rent it at this point.
Yeah.
Looking like he might wait and see for that one, see what the cost of the mortgage is. It's going to be the play towards the B bomb site though. Astro has the back of his teammates. Hemzik finds the opener as he does down that headshot back towards Fry. Astro as well comes into effect as he rips his way straight through Thomas. Cinder apparently has been spotted out. He's been given free reign to tiptoe out towards balcony. Gets a nice opening frag on towards LS there, but Link fires back. Link still in such a cheeky position on top of Boost with the CZ. Roaming around, gets a big tag off on towards Rom. Finds the fadeaway as well, and does actually pick up the round.
There we have it. CeX finally pick up a round after losing 6 on the trot. It's going to be the, well, Quasify or onto Dances finds 2 kills, and the CZs find multiple frags, and it's going to be 5-6. Now only 1 round separates these 2 teams as we go into round number 12 now. Money on the T side still going to be strong. It's going to be just fine in terms of the buy. It's going to be the 4 AK setup and the AWP once again onto Rom, and then obviously Dances and Hemsky warding the web, the AWP as well.
This double AWP setup could aid them. Gives them a lot of power into the round, especially when Dances does something like that. It's quite cheeky, but it pays off with a juicy little headshot back towards Thomas. This will stunt their explosive behavior into the round. They can't run straight in. Reason have to try and dial it back a little bit now. Find another frag to get themselves into a manageable position. They force Dances out of position though, but he's a bit smart. Sits up on the ledge. He isn't going to run straight through, so he stays alive, Snuts. He's not dead.
Exactly. He's on the higher side of life right now.
Yep. He's been enjoying it. He's been running through streams, sniffing the flowers.
He's been ran through so many teams. And here he is right now. 5-6 down, though, versus Reason Gaming. Obviously, Rom, his former in-game leader. We probably forgot to mention that one. Nevertheless, though, 4 versus 4, 1 left on the clock. Bomb still back towards Tom Mids. So Reason Gaming not really showing their hand just yet. They're going to be feeling out the rest of this round. Trying to see if they can find a frag across the map. And if they can find him towards A or B, exploit it and work off of that. Anyway, though, Hemsky finds the second frag into the round for the CT side. As Cinder does eventually fall. 4 versus 3, Jack. As we've got 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, these AWPs working incredibly well so far for CeX right now. Obviously, the only kills we've actually seen them pick up are off the back of them. So LS, waiting for this play to come towards the B-bomb site, expecting that they might actually push through. Has a little bit of Overwatch support as well. Obviously, 3 players situated fairly close towards B. There's only 27 seconds left on the clock as well. So if they're going to go for this, it needs to be sharpish. And LS will find the headshot back on towards Rom. Cray will trade it, but Cray gets spotted out. Didn't expect that, did he? As Hemzik will spin around, find the frag back towards him. Fry is there, but can Fry live up to the hype? Not today. He's shot off into space by Astro.
So, scoreline eventually equalised. It's going to be 6-6 now as we're going to round number 13.
What's 6 plus 6?
12.
Yeah.
Match has been paused again. I imagine it's probably a tactical pause from the side of Reason. They've lost 2 on the trot, and now their money is it's not looking too good here, Jack. They've had a bad month, bad year, and
they're on the rice and lentils.
Oh yeah,
they've not got
got
much money. Yeah,
stock pots, the pot noodles and whatnot.
Other brands of
food
noodles in pots are available.
Yeah, sound.
Are there many competitors of noodles in pots? I mean, they've kind of got the, they're running it really, aren't they, with that name?
They got the monopoly, yeah. Yeah, I don't really think...
It's like, oh, what do you fancy for a snack? Well, I fancy some noodles inside of a pot. So I'll go for Kabuto noodles. Like, it's not got the same ring, is it?
No, it hasn't. They're definitely on the marketing there, haven't they?
Yeah. They're switched on.
Yeah, but the question is, are you switched on, Jack? Because have they really just brainwashed you into buying their product?
What, because it's called pot noodles?
No, because as soon as you think of noodles, it comes to your head.
See, well, I actually think of super noodles. Yeah, see? I'm more of a super noodle
You've won
guy.
the game there.
Yeah.
They've lost.
Again, though, super noodles, that's quite big branding. Super. Whoa. Other brands of noodles are available,
of course.
Yeah. Average noodles.
Are available, of course.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but average noodles wouldn't sell as well, would it?
I guess not. But
yeah, but then you're appealing to, your middle class, your average audience. Maybe you could, emphasize with them a bit. Emphasize? That's the word I'm looking for. Empathize.
Some average noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, these super noodles are a bit rich for me.
There you go.
I wish I had some average noodles.
There you go. So, anyway, it's going to be 66 now, so we're going to round number 13. It's going to be the quasi-buy. No Kevlar, some more Eco coming out from Reason Gaming. Going to be pistols upgraded across the board. And apart from that, light utility to see what they can do versus Hemsky & Co. towards the A-bomb site, Jack. Yep,
seems like it is going to be an aggressive play once more. Oh, it might be an actual a bit of a ruse as the bomb is backing off towards that B bomb site. Snods obviously don't want to overcommit to that. They do have utility spread between them, but it's spread fairly thin. They've got towards the end of the butter, and they've really had to try and get it
Scrape
off.
It. Oh, yeah.
It's not gone well, obviously. It's only slightly seeped in as well, because one of the bits of bread has gone dry. But they're going to go for the push anyway as they try and take their fight towards this A-bomb site. Smokes go through. But they staggered. They forced the rotate as well. They've not seen the bomb. They've already forced a rotate. They go 1-for-1 in frags right now. Link will trade it back as well. Luckily enough, Dancy's stuck around towards the B-bomb site. But will he find the frags? Misses with the AWP. Meanwhile, on A, it is an absolute bloodbath. Everyone is going down, but it's currently the Reason players that are falling. They get left in a 2 versus 3. The retake situation is not in their favor right now. It just depends how the CTs actually play it.
No Kevlar as well into the remainder of the Reason Gaming side. Thomas, though, the AWP should be able to find a frag, and if he can, there's a real chance here for CeX to take it.
Look at this coming up from short, though. It's going to be Link. He's got the Master Sword in his hand. He's riding Epona. He's ready to come around the corner. And he actually will find the frag. Takes down Thomas. And another frag going to go his way as well as he will execute Fry. And they pick it up. Maybe he's not a fan of Potato.
7-6.
Because Fry's.
Fry's. Yeah, I know. But I was like, Fry? Yeah. I just think of Futurama.
Oh, yeah.
Other cartoons
are available,
of course. Round number 14 now. Penultimate round of the half. CeX, after winning the pistol running, managed to get 4 rounds, 4 gun rounds following suit. Reason Gaming, 6T rounds, 6T buy rounds as well at that. So once again, back to the old faithful, the Reason Gaming bread and butter. The 5 AK set up on the T side. 2 players there towards a 3 towards Minas, looking like an eventual A split once again, Jack. So they just hate the B bomb side.
There's been lots of food analogies in today's cast.
Hungry boys.
Yeah, it's true. That's what it seems like. Maybe that's,
Other forms of nutrition are available, of course.
Well,
no, they're not really.
Not really. Foods.
Would you count Soylent as nutrition?
Soylent?
Soylent, yeah.
What is that? Is that like activated almonds?
No.
Make sure you activate your almonds, mate.
What do you want?
As they're going to go for the short push. They've activated the short attack as they flood their way through. But Dancy's is just doing all the work right now. He's in a cheeky little position. He's popping out. He's giving a bit of Hajifather, and he's finding 2 easy frags. Probably a third as well as Craig tries to get away.
Too slow.
But he misses it. Dancy's lets us down.
Exactly, that's going to be the 4 versus 3 and a 1-minute advantage right now for the CT side. Back off of the AWP from Dancy's. Link as well. Decimates Craig. It's all down to Cinder, and, well, just Cinder now as Rom eventually will go down. Big 2K there from Link, and also a bigger 2K there from Dancy to open up the portion of the round. Actually, Hemsky will find the final kill there. 8-6 now. Reason Gaming falling fairly flat now after losing 4 on the trot. And Soylent is a liquid-based product, which is to replace food.
Okay, but does it come from food? How do you get it?
Oh gosh.
Because if it comes from food, then it's still food.
I don't think it's not grinded food. I'm pretty sure it's just like minerals and I don't even know.
Is it just grass in a cup?
We're all just eventually going to be cows.
Do you know if you have too much iron, I think you change colour. You can turn blue if you have too much iron. I'm pretty sure. I mean, citation needed. That could just be a lie. It's going to be a play towards the V-bomb site though. That is not a lie. And Cinder knows how to wield that UMP as well as he finds a beautiful frag over on towards LS. Link will retaliate a little bit, but he only gets that one kill towards Thomas. Dancy's forced to fall back as he will throw nades straight through towards the bomb site. Nice bit of shrapnel damage on towards Fryer, but they've hunkered themselves down. They're in good afterplants.
Link now coming in from short. He needs to find the frag onto Rom. Bomb planted perhaps though. What unfortunate for him, Link will be caught off guard. The timing is not in his favour, and somehow, some way, Rom finds the second kill as well onto Astro. It's going to be the 3 vs 2.
Classic Rom on display, but Dancy's ready to try and retake this. We know how effective he is towards this B site on Mirage. This is where he gets his highlight clips as he pushes his way in. The CZ kill comes out. It's just Rom left standing. Dancy's already with a hat trick, hungry for that 4th kill right now as he pushes his way in. Going to tap the bomb to bait out the face. Rom slowly walks towards him. Is he going to get away with this? No, he won't. He will go down as Romulus picks up the kill.
Oh, Romulus. Is that his Roman, gladiator name?
That's what it would be if he's in charge. Obviously,
what would yours be?
What, mine?
Yeah.
Today.
Jackius
Imperius.
the third.
Yeah, I was going to say the third as well.
There you go,
That's good. What's yours be, mate?
Snod. Oh, God. Let's have a think here.
Snoodifer.
No. Oh, yeah. Like Lucifer. Snoodifer.
Oh.
The second. I feel like I'd be a second.
I tell you what, you can't come second in though. It's going to be our giveaway to win yourself a beautiful 24-inch gaming monitor, courtesy of the wonderful people over at AOC. Just get yourself over to the link to get involved, of course, esl.pm/AOC CSGO. Get yourself in with a chance to win. Answers on a postcard. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good.
Well, yeah, you don't want to give people bad luck, do you? We only like good luck here.
Yeah, exactly. At the Premiership. On the old...
no hashtag for you.
Yeah,
we're back.
Hashtag. Anyway, it's going to be the eventual play towards the V-bomb site here. 2 players stacking up to the flashbang. No, it's 5 sets of Kevlar, so it's going to be bursting their way through this one. Have the site and try and play the afterplant once the push eventually comes through. They've got a player that's shifting through underpass, trying to cause a ruse right now, trying to mimic an A-split through connector.
Astro. Will he have an astronomical play into this round? Or will it be quite grounded towards Earth?
Exactly that, mate. Astro finds his way somehow through jungle. Obviously, he's going to get the drop on Fry 1. Should be a nice and easy kill. Oh, don't go for the knife. Just kill him.
Astro, you could see he was contemplating the idea, but decides to just find the frags instead. That's going to be a double kill for him now as he opens up the round massively. Rom will trade it back, but this has forced Rom well far away from the CeX nods. They're able to just charge their way back through, but they're still finding kills. It's LS and Link left. They can be naughty gamers in these sort of situations, and Link's the one to do all of the damage. That's a double kill coming out for him. It's just Cray left with a USP in his hand. He's got a bit of armor to protect him. Give himself a little bit more of a lifeline, but it's not looking too great for him at all. Slowly tiptoes out towards L block. Going to just sit by the bin. But it's looking like that might be where he ends up.
Cray spots 1 player, spots the second as well, but gets spotted out, gets dinked as well, down to 11 HP, picks up the kit, does find the first frag though. And now LS just stampeding towards this A-bomb site, can plant for ramp, palace, anywhere he wants to. Question is though, 11 HP for Cray, has the kit, but obviously 1 bullet from the Glock will take him down. A near impossible round here for Cray to win unless he goes huge and lands a very nice 1-tap initially. Yeah,
it's got to be incredibly precise. 11 HP to play with. He can't try and take a real fair firefight. He just has to get that 1v1 face, quick dink, and take down LS. It's got to be perfect. Absolutely flawless into the round. Clearing the angles, will give the game away as he charges round, but doesn't face towards Rubik's. He will actually go down. Tetris. I was thinking of a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
It is Tetris, isn't it? Yeah.
I had a massive argument with Flakes. What do you call A-site overpass? The big lorry, the truck, what do you call it?
Just truck normally, but a lot of people call it Optimus, because obviously Transformers.
I know.
But the thing is,
they're like, that's a big 2K from Optimus. And I'm thinking, am I in the cinema right now?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, the colours aren't actually correct at all.
So it can't be Optimus.
It's not Optimus Prime, is it?
Go.
I mean, it could be...
He's red and blue, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He is. Good job.
He looks so happy.
But yeah, I mean, it could be just an unnamed Decepticon. No.
Why couldn't it be Ironhide?
He wasn't a truck, he was an SUV. But anyway, Thomas, he's dead, isn't he? Astro's killed him towards mid. Link going to try and trade it back, though, towards window right now as he fires away. Molotov goes in. It's a bit cheeky. Oh, Fry retaliates very swiftly. Shoots him out the air, plucks him out. He's on the floor dead.
Cray now towards Sandwich. Obviously, the assault will eventually probably come in towards A, especially now that LS is towards Palace from the T side. Let's see now, Scout in play from Hemsky, UMP onto Dancy's, double AK buy from LS and Astro, and of course the pistols and the, I would say a slight quality buy coming out from the CT side right now. Only one player having Kevlar, that's Cinder. And already Rom and Cray spotted out there.
Set themselves up, they have that utility so they can smoke off the lines of sight for Reason, force them to bend their defense and restructure. But actually Cray just stays in a good position, but it doesn't really work out. LS will get the better of it, they clear all their angles as well as they now take control of the bomb site. It's just Rom and Cinder remaining, but they're spread thin. They have to try an entry from behind. That bomb will go down as well, but they're delayed. They're quite staggered in this push, and Hemzik's ready for it. So as soon as he finds one, he will probably get the second as well. Cinder's not going to clear it. Cinder will go down. It's all on Rom now to just hope to do something, possibly find himself a weapon. That's
the issue there of having 4x3, of course. Don't see him on the edge of your screen. Anyway, though, Rom last alive now. Obviously, not really too much you can do here. Well, you can do a bit of economic damage, but nevertheless, ideal scenario here would be to find a gun and try to pick it up. But unfortunately for him, I believe the kill was towards the middle of the A site. So, unless he runs his errands all the way back around towards mid connector, it's the only real way he's going to be able to find that kill. Find a gun at that. Does find one, but eventually should go down. Actually, oh my goodness, he finds 2 kills with the PT-50 at that range. So, fair play to the lad, as the scoreline goes to 10-7, and it's round number 18, Jack.
Channeling a bit of Mad Fragger Max there.
Ah, the mighty. Hashtag
Max, you cool.
Exactly that.
Hashtag Rom,
you cool. Yeah, there you go.
It's not the same without Hoodlum though, is it, really? It's lacking
that
quite
reminds me, Shiki's just done a... well, Rom's done a Shiki, hasn't he?
What, with Team CeX, mate? Spiced it up, innit?
I'll coach your team. Oh, actually, I'll just kick the players and actually I'll play in your team.
Well, that's what you get.
Shout out to Jonathan.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Jonathan, the Hall Monitor Shiki.
The Hall Monitor?
Yeah, do you not remember, mate?
That's before my time.
No, from like week 2. When we were talking about if he'd be the head teacher at the UK CSGO school.
Yeah. No, you would be. Yeah. You would be.
B site's completely open, mate. And all of CeX have filthy shoes. They're running in. They've got all over to welcome that. Dancy's, though, he wants to do even more damage. He's being incredibly obnoxious as he pushes his way out, as he finds a headshot back towards Thomas. Rom will go down as well, and it's just Cray, Cinder, and Fryer remaining.
3 players from the CT side. Obviously, all pistols, no Kevlar, so easy pickings here for the AKs and the MAC-10s and whatnot to farm up as much cash as possible. Fryer 1 trying to replicate exactly what Rom did in the previous round, but won't quite manage to do it. It's going to be Cinder here and a Cloud9 tribute at that as he finds 1 kill. Actually, Cray finds one for himself as well. It's going to be the 1 versus 3. Bomb is down, but 2 kills and 2, well, corpses basically formed. And oh my goodness, is he going for this?
Everyone's left the site, but he doesn't have a kit. Oh, it's fine.
It's fine. It wasn't planted for apps, yeah. Oh, I almost fought us there. 7-11 now as we go into round number 19. Let's see what the buyers going to be like for the CT side. Did they overforce it here, Jack? Are we going to be seeing AWPs on the CT side? And Cinder right now has 5,000 in the bank, but won't be buying the glass cannon AVP. It's going to be 5 rifles across the board right now for Reason Gaming. No AWPs for Rom or Thomas. And on that T side, the MAC-10 there for Hemsky. UMP onto LS and 3 AKs to finish off the rest of the buyers. They are lacking in terms of firepower.
This is pretty crazy as well. Actually, a fairly quiet game so far from Mr. Cuban himself. Thomas is going to try and do something a bit ridiculous into the round though, as he wants to take that aggressive play towards mid. They don't seem aware that he is actually going to go for something like this. Gives the game away though as he goes for the pot shots. Doesn't quite find a frag just yet and will actually fall. But Fry trades it back. Fry starting to do a little bit of damage now as he picks up a double kill. This is good for him. Has to try and reinvigorate himself. He can be such a star player, but he's not shown up today. But all of a sudden, he starts to kick it into second gear as he finds a hat trick.
2 versus 2 now. Link finds a double kill. Equalises the numbers, but not quite the scoreline. Still 7-11, so a crucial round here for both teams to really get the footing here. Either having the comeback or getting the lead.
Cinder. Is he going to be a bit hungry? Take a bite out of the player towards Sandwich. Will do so as Hemzik will go down. It's all left on Link. He is such an aggressive player, and he's pulling this round out of the bag right now as he finds a kill back towards Rom. It's him and Cinder left. Peeks out, spots him out, tries to retreat. You can see how aggressive he's being into this. He's left on 12 HP. Cinder had a smoke as well. He could smoke the bomb, go for the defuse here. He baits him in. Smart play from Cinder. He takes him down and we'll get another round on the board just in the nick of time for Reason Gaming.
8-11 now. CeX winning both pistols here, and that's crucial when you look at the scoreline as well. Obviously, they won both pistols. They won versus the Force Buys and the Ecos in both of these initial pistols. So you're -6 rounds from CX's scoreline, and you're looking at 5. Okay. 8-5 is the scoreline, Jack, in terms of buy rounds. So if this went 1-1 in terms of pistols, this could easily be, you know, a reversal. 11-8 in favor of Reason Gaming, but instead, thanks to CX's individual skill on those pistol rounds, being able to swarm the sites and win versus the ecos, they currently have the 3-round lead.
Cinder sitting on the fence, but he's making big decisions as he finds that headshot on towards Astro. That's beautifully done. Also got the tag towards LS, so he's only left on half HP and he's trapped towards mid.
Thomas as well buying up the MP9 into this round. Must be expecting a weaker bar than actually CX are bringing to the party. It's going to be the 4 AKs still alive and kicking into this round. Obviously Astro dying towards middle. The 1-man advantage right now for Reason Gaming on their CT side. 1 minute 15 left on the clock, and the bomb back towards T-Spawn. LS now going to be the lurk player. Before, when it was Reason on their T side, they heavily went for the splits towards A through connector. But this time it's only 1 player on the connector. It's going to be LS, and 3 players towards T-Spawn, and eventually ending towards A side.
Getting themselves ready to try and go for this push towards that A-bomb site. They are going to peek out. LS fires up a couple of pot shots towards Thomas, but Thomas takes him down, showing how to wield that MP9 with such prowess right now, such form, as the aggression will go in towards that bomb site. Thomas still continues his reign of terror. He'll get a second frag before he gets brutally taken down by Link there, leaving them with just 2 players on the side of CEX, and they're in an awkward position. The CTs are swarming over to aid their brothers in arms right now, Snods.
Dances doesn't expect the position there from Fry1. The off angle catches him off guard. And there we have it. Cray as well finds the frag onto Link. Again, a second buy round here. So 9-5 in terms of buy rounds coming up from CEX. And the reason. And the reason. And the reason. And what's the reason? There you go. Only 2 rounds now separating these 2 teams, Jack, as we go into round number 21. MP9 obviously going to be brought up once again for Thomas. He loves that gun. He loves it versus the ecos. Plays so aggressive. Abuses the fact that it has the highest fire rate. Just basically mows down these unarmored Glock and upgraded pistol players. Let's see. 4 players towards B apartments, looking like the eventual split and burst towards the B bomb site.
No, we're going to make their approach free.
No, it's not.
Actually backing off, yeah. Going through underpass. Bomb's lurking behind those Snods, as they now slowly go through. So it could be a connector burst. And they're going to run straight into Thomas. Oh no, it's going to be on their minds as they push up. Thomas will actually fall though as Astro finds the opening headshot. Could have been a lot worse. Fry will trade it back as he gets the kill on towards Link, but he won't get any cash bonus for that one.
Low HP though, onto Astro and Hemsky. 1 HP and 2 HP for those remaining T players. Of course, though, Fry and Cray low HP as well, so fairly evil. Evil? Equal affair, my goodness.
What an evil round.
What an evil rounder coming up from CX. They've already run a frag onto Thomas.
Absolutely diabolical.
Ghastly plays from them. Anyway, though, LS now with the P250 peeking up towards jungle, boosted in the JW boost, as we like to call it, but nevertheless, though, falls down, makes noise, and I think maybe Cray may be able to hear that.
Oh, it actually makes sense, an evil round. You ever seen the film Incredibles?
Yeah,
Thomas looked quite a lot like Syndrome, really, doesn't he?
Wait, is that the guy that's the main villain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear, shout out to Annex as well. It's going to be 9-11. 25 seconds left at the clock now as it's 2 and 1 HP. 3 HP combined it, Jack.
Cray will find that headshot back towards Astro. Hemzik as well. We'll get one, but then he goes down as Cray is keeping it real towards that site.
Oh dear. So, CX now the 1 round advantage, obviously off of the back of the pistol. So far, their buy rounds haven't been looking too strong here, Jack. Let's see what the scoreline's going to be saying. In terms of kills, though, 20 kills for Cinder, and it's going to be Link leading the charge, of course, from CEX. Basically, past, 4 months, 3 months, he's really been risen towards the top echelons of the UK scene. Definitely a star player that's emerged, and with good merit. I mean, incredible aim. He's not a cocky, arrogant player. He's just look at me, blah, 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 blah. Nice guy, sound guy, fairly calm, has a good attitude, great aim, great skill, and a lot of potential.
It's true. Hemzik, though, is going to be the one showing off his potential into this round. Flexes his muscles a little bit with an unorthodox weapon, as he will don the Krieg.
Oh my god, he knows the spray pattern as well.
But gets away with another kill on towards Rum. He's always wielding it. It's such an odd buy.
Yeah, no orb. Who cares? Spraying up the Krieg, up the SG. And he knows the spray pattern that you saw it just slash.
The hashtag.
It's a hashtag. It's a slash into a hashtag.
Yeah. So you've got to counter your mouse by going left and hashtag.
Hello and welcome to the tour on how to spray the SG. Brought to you by Jack and Snods. How'd you do it? Simply just slash. Talking about slashing down players there, Astro slices up Cray like a samurai. It's going to be 10-11 now, 1 round to play these 2 teams, but only a 5 versus 2.
Friday, he's in position. He knows what's occurring around him, but will he try and retaliate? Will he go in? Ooh, this is actually found the opening frag as he takes down Dances. He's left in a 2 versus 4. They're outnumbered and they're outgunned. It's not the best situation to be in, but Cinder might be able to equalize it ever so slightly more.
No.
Actually, no. LS had the angle covered. We'll find the headshot back towards him. It's all on Fry. And right now he's just pent in. He feels trapped, like that mighty ostrich in his profile picture. He's on Safari. He's trapped in. He's found the edge of the reserve.
The lion pack surrounding him.
Yep. The hunters are coming in, and they found him. They're taking his head.
I don't know. I feel like with an ostrich, what do you take from it? You wouldn't take his head. It's not really the most visually appealing thing, is it? You take the egg.
Yeah, people like ostrich eggs,
yeah.
I think. That's what they used to poach them for. So I guess they've taken Fry's eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, round number 23. It's going to be the Krieger once again for Hemsky. And now that Dance is the primary AWP for the CeX side, are we going to be seeing the Kree come out a lot more?
Potentially.
Potentially. Who knows at this point, but of course, it's Thomas and it's the MP9. UMP onto Fry, M4 onto Cray and Rom, and of course, once again, Cinder winning the AWP. That's strange.
Yeah, it's been very
sporadic, isn't it?
all over the place today for a reason. They've not had too much consistency in terms of who's on the AWP. I'd like to know exactly what their game plan is. Yeah.
Who's wielding what? 2-run advantage for CEX. 1 minute 15 on the clock now as the bomb is slowly shifting through B halls. Actually, no, it's going to be going towards middle, so it's looking like the eventual B split as we've got 2 players there towards apps. 2 players towards back mid and 1 player towards T spawn. Could sell a fake if he wants to. Smoke towards. Actually, do you know what would be great? A smoke towards jungle to allow the players to go up short potentially.
Maybe, mate.
Maybe, but instead, though, Cinder will do that for himself.
Cinder gets the smoke down as he backs off. It's a fairly cheeky angle as he holds, waiting for the push to come through. Obviously, essentially one and done at this point. You expect him to get that first frag if he's lucky, but he's going to rotate off. The timing could be so awkward here. Fry needs to be critical into round. He's going to get burnt out of position. He's not got his flame-retarded boots on, so he's going to have to fall back right now as he gets pushed out. The flashbangs will go over as well. And everyone is going down Snots. He actually is able to just hold by, though. The Molotov missed. He finds the headshot back on towards Hemzik. Link will trade it out as well on towards Fry. As the kills start to come in, Cinder with a double kill. That is so damaging. Dances will glide straight out. He has the AWP to play with. He's left in a 1 versus 2. 2 frags to his name already. But he has to try and do so much more. Will get the flick shot back on towards Thomas. 9 seconds, he has to commit to the 1 plant, and this is where Cray has the round in his hands, is able to peek towards him and find that kill. Only he had a little bit more time to play to clear the site.
Yeah, but of course, there are 10 seconds left. He thinks that Dan's going to stick it, and he does just that, so Cray catches him off guard. 12 to 11 now, Jack. Let's go to the reset coming in from CEX. 2,000 is the bank of these T players, and they are going to be vibing into this one. It's going to be the 3 Tech9 by AK, onto LS. And Dances buys the Deagle Kevlar, so we are going to be seeing a decent buy on both sides. P90, some machine guns, 1 up onto Fry, 1 but already a question here from Rom towards middle. Argent and Captain making the calls here, calling the shots, and he's going to be boosting Cinder towards short. Did make some noise here, but no one just yet is going to be peeking up mid from the T side.
Obviously an incredibly weak buy on the side of CeX. Their Arsenal lackluster is this one. And Cinder does him what he does what he always does best, really. He loves the P90, loves the aggressive style of play that you can bring to the table with it. And it seems like he is going to try and charge his way through towards top mid if they do actually attempt to overwhelm him. Rom as well, ready for this push to come out towards Link, but Cinder falls. They actually get the second frag as well, as Link finds a headshot back on towards Rom. Astro, with the scavenged P90, is running straight through everyone in front of him. They're going to go for the boost place. They can go for this split push towards the site, and they've still got so much time in their hands. They can decide if they want to back off or what style of tempo they want to approach this round with.
Thomas as well, the MP9. Not really too much you can do with this weapon in this scenario, especially if they come out Palace or Ramp. Going to be shifting through that connector smoke, trying to find a frag towards mid, catch a player off guard. He does just that. Hemsky will fall. The 2 versus 4 now, but the bomb is still coming out through Ramp. Eventually going to be ending towards the A side.
Thomas trying to clear his angles. This bites off way more than he can chew right now. Fry has the AWP, but once again, he's just got to try and save it. He's left in the 1v3. They're not going to push him. They're just going to stay alive. They've already got a fairly insane round into this one. They don't want to run the risk of burning for even more economy.
And the money as well.
Yeah.
Got the P90 saved. AK saved as well into LS. You're going to be resetting the money to reason once again, so their money's going to be low. You can exploit the potential pistols that come up into the next round. Round number 24?
Yep.
No, we ran number 25. What am I about? It's round number 24 now.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, Fry one. Spots one player. Does with the flick. And actually, there's going to be no AWP saved. Astro gets a second from himself with a P19 to this round. It's going to be round number 25 now. What's the buy going to be shaping up to be? P90 saved by Astro. AWP dropped over to Hemsky. Maybe Dance is the better spawn, or what is that all about? For some reason, it's going to be Dance is putting the AK into this round. And look at that. The Folly run now coming up from the CT side. It's going to look, well, it's probably going to be 14 to 11 in Jack. And CeX is 2 away from closing this one out. You would hope so anyway.
Yeah, right now they're looking like they are back in the driving seat. Obviously just want to try and cruise their way towards their destination, get that 5-star rating and be done with it. But let's see if they're going to be able to, if they will have a bit of a bumpy journey, potentially drive through a bus lane, something of the sort. As they charge their way straight towards the A bomb site though, Craig sitting in the background will fall towards LS as he gets ripped straight through by that Kalashnikov. It's Thomas, Rom, Cinder and Fry left with just these measly starting pistols, hoping to at least find something to give themselves a lifeline. But right now, it's just try and hope they push towards you, scavenge a weapon. They know this round's as good as done. Yeah,
silver lining here is the fact that none of the players on the CeX side have an SMG that warrants $600 per kill. Obviously, yes, Ash got the P90. Had the P90, as Thomas will eventually take it out of his hands, and maybe that could be salvaged for Cinder, but unluckily for him, he will go down. But yeah, $300 per kill onto the T side. No one wielding an MP9 UMP that grants you $600 per kill. So, not as bad as it could be, right? A life lesson to go by is it could always be worse, and in this scenario, it could be.
Yep. Obviously, there's the famous quote, there's plenty more teams in the sea.
There's plenty more, yeah?
Plenty more teams in the sea. So.
You know what? UK, I'd expect there to be so many magicians because how could they are shuffling cards? Well, shuffling teams, and therefore cards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like origami, mate.
Oh, yeah, folding.
Yeah.
Hey. That's pretty good. I'll give you that one, mate.
Cheers.
That's pretty wizard.
Yeah, pretty wizard, yeah.
It's pretty Dumbledore, play, mate.
Is it, Jack?
Seems like it.
It does seem it.
Well, you're the colour caster.
Yeah, so 5 terrorist players, slowly but surely, are actually grouping towards B, but through the smoke they didn't noise. Rom here's the sound cue, and yeah, like deers in the headlight, they're thinking, oh my goodness, what do we do now, Jack?
They've actually completely backtracked away as well. They don't want to run the risk. They're scared of Rom's P90. I think he's going to open fire. It's going to be hunting season for Rom, and he's going to claim all their heads and mount them on his mantelpiece by his lovely fire.
Yeah, sounds quite nice. In his game reserve, in his mansion in Cheshire.
Yep, with his cup of tea. His feet
cup of tea though, is it? I would say glass of scotch and a cigar. Cuban at that.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
Maybe, in between games. That's what the pause has been for.
Off, it's Rom though, vape.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Great, though. The only thing he's smoking right now is LS. He gets burnt away. He's gone.
To the Burns ward is where he's off to. It's going to be the one-man advantage right now for a recent game when the CT side finally an advantage for them after struggling on their second half after winning 3 on the trot. Cinder now going to be tested towards shore.
Cinder pass in with flying colours right now, as he will be able to find that frag back towards Astro. Thomas as well chimes in as he takes down Link. He's not going to be holding the round together into this one. Astro is already gone, so they have no real potential into the round. It's just Dances and Hemsik left. And they really do. Dances will kick it back off as he finds the headshot towards Fry. Has a little bit of smoke as well. He's going to get the smoke out, cover himself on the line side, but the bomb is the most awkward thing about the round. It's down towards short. Rom was able to just spam into him. Hemsik as well. Miles out of position now. This is actually going to be Reason picking up round number 12. They're trying to deny match point for as long as possible. Keep CeX starved for rounds and get themselves towards it themselves.
Counter-terrorists win.
So, 3 AKs salvaged from the Reason Gaming side as they finally get around on their CT side. Of course, they won 3 on the trot, but from there they seem to let it slip after CeX just managed to get round after round from that original pistol. Well, both pistols that they won. So, in terms of buy rounds again, Jack, it's 12-9. So, this could easily be, you know, a 12-12, an 11-11, if this was well, if pistols went 1-1.
Yep. Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
But obviously, hindsight is 2020,
and hopefully we don't get to triple overtime and it be 2020. Double overtime.
Double OT. Yeah.
Wait. Zwei OT.
All right.
What was the what was your Spanish one?
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah,
Fish unos dos tres, was it? Yeah, fish 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, unos dos tres. Yeah.
Do you know how to say CeX in Mexican?
C, yes. No, I don't.
LCX?
Oh my goodness, I thought you were going to come with something clever then. Absolutely not.
CeX tries to go for the opening play though, towards the smoke. Isn't actually going to find the entry, but obviously he tried his best.
He did, and you know, not everyone can succeed when they... Oh my goodness, but Link can. It's a nice crispy headshot down to Rom. It's going to be the 5 versus 4 now in favor of CeX. If they win this one, reset them on a recent game, and that could really be it. Match point, you versus a team that's in such economical debts. They're going to be on pistols and Kevlar, lucky utility as well. Should be all she wrote.
Yep, the economical bubble would have burst at that point. They would have been left in an incredibly awkward situation. But we're back.
So this is not an incredibly awkward situation.
Astro finds a headshot as they go trade for trade right now. Thomas will take down Link. Going to flood their way back through, attempt to try and take control towards this site. They're swarming in. The CTs are dropping. This is going to be match point picked up unless Cinder can get a 1v3 and deny the round.
Exactly that. See if he can pick up 3 people like he's on Tinder. Anyway, Cinder now the 1 versus 3. Bomb is down. 2-round advantage right now for CEX. If they win this one, go to match point. They're going to be playing versus the probably quasi-buy or the force that comes up from recent gaming, where they're going to be back against the rope. So massive potential play for Cinder to change the outcome of this, maybe, for this game.
There's a flashbang and a molly, but he's walking straight into his own demise. If he doesn't clear the angle, he does! And he finds the headshot, actually, takes down Dances, but he's left with a tad of HP to work with, and time's ticking away fairly rapidly as well. He needs to be swift and around. He's burning it, that's out of position, finds the headshot, but Astro is able to peek. It was almost shaping up to be a Cinder special, but instead, it was an Astro anomaly.
Oh, fair play, mate. Fair play. I'll give you that one as well. You look chuffed. You're chuffed with that one, aren't you?
Anomalies. Oh, no. I'm thinking of astrology. Well, unfortunate.
Astrology. Yeah, that would have been better, technically.
Well,
yeah. Anomalies are still
pretty good.
Yeah.
Still pretty spacey. Pretty space.
The space, maths, yeah, I'd give you that one.
It's all the same.
It sounded good. Do you know what? It sounded good. That's all that really matters at this point. It's going to be the 3-round advantage right now. Match point for CeX as they go and eventually climb up to 15. Thomas getting aggressive now towards ramp, trying to see if he can get a 1-man advantage for his team.
Thomas, the aggressive plays, it's always done in the MP9.
He loves it, doesn't he?
It's ridiculous. He's pulling out whatever he can find from the back of his closet,
God.
but he knows how to wield it, and he finds that headshot straight away, swiftly eliminating LS. Could this be the lifeline they need?
Potentially. Fry one playing towards left side win as well. Could catch Link off guard, and it seems like he will do. Oh, there we go. And it's going to be the 2-man advantage right now for the CT side as they find 2.
Incredibly fast there on the trigger as he will take down Link. Just 3 players remaining on the side of CEX. They have to have a flawless half at this point for a reason. They need to pick up all of the remaining rounds to get themselves into that OT scenario. CEX pick up 1 more round. They will be able to close it out here. And you can see them edging ever further to attempt to pick this one up. Molotov will go out early. CeX not messing around. Scared that someone might actually be playing close towards Bauk.
Uh-oh. That's a failed smoke.
Been wasted.
Yep. Anyway, CeX finds 1. Going to make it the 4 versus 3, but gets tagged up to such low HP, and the rotation comes through.
Oh.
Manages just to get away unscathed, but I mean, the site is theirs. Do they know, though?
Do they know? Are they aware of the positions that are in play? Dances, though. He's aware of what Cray is up to, and he is having absolutely none of it. He's denied it. Find that headshot ever so swiftly. Fry is trying to grab himself the Famos as well. Wants to give himself a bit more of a fighting chance into the round. Going to flashbang over. Peek out, but Cinder's actually already grabbed the weapon as they're going to flood their way back in towards this site. There is potential for the retake, but they have to start right now. They have no smoke, 1 kit on Cinder. They need to find the frags. Astro comes in, takes out Fry. CeX will dispatch Cinder as well. And it seems like
12, I believe it was.
Reason unable to pick this one up, which means they are going to be going 4-1. And we have our first team that has gone 5-0 so far. That is going to be CEX, still not dropping a map.
Yeah, they must be guaranteed players at this point. How many points is that now? 15? Yeah. 5 times 3, 15.